praises and glory to the Most High, my Father. Blessed is my Father, and blessed is my Father for all things. For he gives us breath and life, and gives us food and nourishment. All praises and glory to the Most High, my Father, King of kings, Lord of lords, Prince of princes. For all things come thus from my Father, and all things are from my Father. All praises and glory to the Most High. All honors and praises and glory to the Most High. For all things. My Father of Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Israel, my Father of all those who come in his name, and all those who do in his name. For he is the righteous one, and the only righteous one. He is blessed in the Holy of Holies. King of kings, my Father, all praises to the Most High, and glory to the Most High. My Father, that set us out of Egypt. My Father, that handed us to my Father, that raised the 12 tribes of Israel, that we brought forth righteousness, into my Father's kingdom. All praises and glory to the Most High, and glory is to my Father, the Most High, who sits upon the highest of the highest clouds, uses the world as his footstool, uses the world as his footstool, and thus through his everything he does. All praises to the Most High, the Creator of all seven heavens, and the Creator of all things. Blessed be my Father, and blessed for all my Father does. For all my Father does is righteousness. For all my Father does is righteousness and godliness. For all godliness, for all righteousness unto my Father. The truth is my Father, and my Father is truth for all things. All blessed and please, Father, please forgive all your children. Please forgive all your children. And the downfalls. Other things and curses. Please, Father, please all your people, that your name not be blotted out of Israel, nor these nations. Make these heathen devils know that you are our Father, the evil and saint of all things, for all things. Make your name true, the honorable. Shine the light on those devils, that they may spread apart, and break apart. Let your name shine as it shall be. Let your name shine as it will be. Let your name shine as it shall be. For you my Father, and the King, and the Redeemer of all Israel. Praise be to my Father, and glory to my Father. All praises to the Most High, and glory to the Most High for all things. Blessed is my Father, and blessed for all things he does. Please forgive all your children of their iniquities, and forgive my forefathers for all their iniquities. That we do be guided by your right hand, through your worship and your guidance, that we be raised up not to do any wicked anymore. All praise. Thank you, Father. And I ask my Father that please help me, guide me out of this city. Please help me guide me out of this city, that I may be able to purchase some land, that I be able to do some stuff, that I may be able to continue your holy and do what is right. Continue to sacrifice. Let there will be your name, and let your will be your name, and let your will be forever. Let it rain upon all your children, that everything is done through you, and everything is done by you. All praise and glory to the Most High, our Father. In your humble servant, I need to pray.